Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and Vechain is set. We're ready. We're ready to break that previous 26 cents all-time high. I want to talk about some of the things that are coming to Vechain, some of the partnerships, some of the potential industries that Vechain could be working on in the future, and how we're going to get to $1. Because as I've mentioned for a very long time, since Vechain was 4 cents, it is going to $1 throughout this bull run. It could go more, but at the very least, we're going to $1. And if you do like the videos, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Let's get right to it. So Vechain has started to tap into the aluminium traceability niche. One of the key things about that makes Vechain very, very exciting, it's its world use, how it's used out there in the marketplace. A lot of projects, I mean, there are 4,000 different altcoins out there in the market. A lot of them don't really have a case study that actually makes them truly worthwhile. The fact that Vechain is not a top 10 yet as a blockchain, all the partnerships, everything that it does is absolutely insane. But insane in a good way for you, because you still have time. So the purpose of these videos are to give you just enough information for you to go away, do what you got to do your own research, and then I reckon you'll see what I see when it comes to Vechain. So from an aluminium perspective, HydroTaps and Vechain solution. So HydroTaps has partnered up with Vechain, so fostering transparency in the manufacturing ecosystem. So Vechain protocol and its usability in the marketplace as a blockchain, in the manufacturing area, in food and hospitality, in the wine industry, the real estate industry. There are just so many ways that this particular blockchain is being used today in real world case studies. Luke VET to $1, which is Crypto Luke 19, he says, this is how we're going to rise, and this is how we're going to make it. We're sitting here, we're going to pump, all the way to 35 to 50 cents by the end of this, by the end of May, and then as we push forward into June, July, by July we will hit that $1 mark, maybe even by mid-June. As he's mentioning now, I can see that happening a lot quicker. There's a lot of momentum building for Vechain, but this is a really clever graph showing, what happened within 11 days here, what happened within 11 days there. We had a 400% rise here, 696, and then this would be another 628. But I think this was going to be a lot bigger, because if you see that 400, then 400 became 696, and I think this one could even be 1,000% that it's going to go up. So it's going to be very, 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 very exciting what we're about to see in the Vechain space. So again, like the Hydro and DNV Geo launch blockchain for greener metals, it is a worldwide news that came out when this partnership was first announced, and how they use the tag, trace, and trust model of the Vechain system to build trust. Something huge that came out of Vechain, this was one of their latest tweets that came out just 12 hours ago, is that NFTs are trending and revolutionary, but they can also be so much more. It has the potential to positively impact and touch on every aspect of our lives, and Vechain and the Vechain 4 is right in this. So it is right in the thick of it. They understand the possibilities, the future, how it can actually impact in a positive way a lot of aspects. And this was an article that was written just 12 hours ago on the Vechain website. So if you go on the Vechain Twitter, first of all, make sure whatever coin you support, are investing, make sure that you follow their social media channels, put the alert signs on, be the first to hear their news, because generally the news is very, very important that comes out. But this particular article is fantastic. Go have a look at it. I'm not going to read you through it, because I actually want you to take the time to go over it and check it out. And so the Vechain Foundation is the official Vechain Twitter account with 282,000 followers, and being a Singaporean-based company as well, Vechain, if you didn't know that already. So from here, what we can see is a beautiful forming for a massive run. Like I said, we're going to break that 26 cents and then keep pushing forward. So this is beautiful here. This is a fantastic W that is building here. If it was inverted, it would be bearish, but this is a very bullish signal for the price to push up. On tradingview.com, we've got a buy signal for Vechain, which is super, super exciting to see that. And then, so this is what's likely to happen and how we're going to get there. So we're going to break past the 21. We've already broken out of 21. You know, at the time of making this right now, we're sitting at 21 cents to 0. So, you know, we're out of there. We're going to retrace, test again, and then we're going to push forward past 26 and then continue to move forward, which is super, super exciting to watch. Where do we go from here? So, you know, if we look at, again, history does repeat itself. Every time Vechain has gone down, you know, we've seen a 2.0 Fibonacci, 2.5 Fibonacci, 3 Fibonacci. We saw a 3.5 Fibonacci here, but every time we've dropped down, we have grown even further up. And that's why a 50 to 65 cents Vechain by the end of May is certainly not out of the question, which will be fantastic from where we are right now. And for those of you that have been holding with me since 4 cents, you know, we really took something on board that no one really saw at the time, the potential. And I know some of you have been holding Vechain since the 0001 day. So congratulations to you. Amazing, absolutely amazing. But May is going to be a fantastic month for the Vechain organization and Vechain token, and a 55 to 60 cents Vechain is absolutely not out of the question. So moving forward, as we continue, you know, like what does it look like? You know, like how are we going to get there? How's it all going to occur and pan out? Well, before we get to 55 and 65 cents, we got to get to in the 30s. So key resistance level to break is, you know, 26 and 28 cents. Once we break them, I believe getting to 34 cents will be a very straightforward process. Touch down to 28 again before we continue to rally up. But the accumulation phase was when we dipped. We went as low as 13 cents during, you know, that bear market that took place for a couple of days. You know, like there was a very, very significant drop. And that's why after that significant drop, we can expect a massive rally to begin. But I said the first step is 34 cents. We could see that within the first days of May, and then continue to push and go, like I said, 34, touch 28, and then, you know, we'll continue to rise into the 50s, which is phenomenal. So another way to look at it as well is what's going on is this. So, you know, we're like making that cup, you know, we're going to accumulate a little bit more in this price range and then push forward. And then, you know, come back again and then push forward again as well, which is, yeah, again, super exciting. So resistance levels and key areas here are 28 cents. It's a very, very important resistance level. But our immediate target is, you know, that 37 cents range. We'll probably touch again 28 just as a support and then push forward into the 50s. So this is probably one of the most important charts to look at. History does repeat itself. Every time there has been a major drop, we've gone back and come back even higher. You know, and the IDMA 50 has been supporting since December 26, 2020. So we are on a phenomenal bull run with Vechain. It's super exciting to watch everything that's going on and everything that is happening. There's a lot more to come. There's a lot more updates coming. We saw the impact that reducing the gas fees on the V4 produced. But there is so much more coming in so many different ways as well. And that's the exciting bit about this particular technology and this particular business. If you have just come across Vechain, you've just come across this video, you've just started your research, make sure to go on the website, make sure to click on the white paper, make sure to go through this. This is gold, absolute gold to understand the business, what it's doing, what is its case study, how it's going to get there, the government, how they plan to roll this out, and, you know, what is the economic model of it, what is the Vechain 4 blockchain, how does it work, what is the economic model. So you can just click there and find out, you know, what are the plans and how is it all going to work. It is absolutely phenomenal, probably one of the best white papers out there, case study, the diverse ecosystems, and, you know, it's really cool that you're on the left hand side, you can just click there, you know, the Vechain, the enterprise levels, the startups level, the research partners, the institutional partners, and the overall community, which is who we are. But again, a completely completely amazing project. And like I said, I've been around since the 4 cents today, so I wish I was here earlier. And it's only going to continue to get better, better, and better. And by July, we will hit that critical $1 and become a top five coin. That I believe very, very truly that we will hit $1, be a top five in the next couple of months, which is super exciting. So if you did learn something new today, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you all so much. Thank you for the support, and I cannot wait to see you on the next one.